Hello again, this is a quick video to show the GPS capabilities of the Google Nexus 7. It's pretty sunny outside today, so you can't see the screens that well, but I can see it well here. So that's my Nexus 7 in a holder, and that's running off a Wi-Fi signal of my Galaxy Note. And to compare, I've put both the programs on here. This is my Galaxy Note. Both of them are being powered from a 2.1 amp car charger, which I got for about less than £2 off Amazon. The 2.1 amp plug is going to my Galaxy Nexus, and the 1 amp plug is going to my Galaxy Note. And I've taken all that off a multi-port cigarette lighter, which is going into this. It's not always like this. This is for the purpose of the video comparison. I'm doing this, otherwise I normally have only one. And to compare, I've got a Tomtom, I think a 750, a few years old, but it should be good. And I've got a Toyota inbuilt sat nav system. I won't even bother using that because it doesn't have full postcode navigation. It is a pain to enter addresses and do it. That's good, but not as good as these devices. So the advantage of the Tomtom is the volume is much better on the Tomtom, but it's pretty crap in comparison to Google navigation for accuracy. But obviously the maps are there on the device, but the sat nav satellite lock is not as good as the Google, as good as the Samsung Galaxy Note, which has got glonas apart from GPS navigation support, so it's pretty accurate. It's much more accurate than my Tomtom. And my older HTC Desire, which I'm shooting the video on, was also much better than the Tomtom, and this Samsung Galaxy Note here is much better than the Desire, which I'm shooting this with. And although if you see online GPS reviews for the Samsung Galaxy Note, the best of which is on by NZ Tech Freak on YouTube or on his blog on androidnz.net, he says that's among the best, and I agree with him. And he says that Galaxy Nexus, Nexus 7 might not be as good as the Galaxy Note. As you can see, the screen of the Note is slightly brighter than the Nexus, but even though both of them are on the latest software updates available, both of them are stock ROMs and not rooted. Here you can see there's no additional menus on the the Nexus 7. You can see on the top there's some additional menus. If you see, if you see here, there's rerouting options, and there's layer options and other menus available. So there's a bit more features available on the Nexus 7. Otherwise it's basically the same as what's available on the Galaxy Note. The advantages of the Nexus 7 are the battery life is much great, the screen is much bigger, and I don't even need to plug it into my charger, and I can safely use it for long journeys and still have loads of battery left for the rest of the day. But the Galaxy Note might be out by the end of the journey because of the nice screen, and the Tomtom is okay, but not as good as these devices. I won't even bother with the inbuilt Toyota navigation because the pain to enter addresses into, and if you need to update, you need to pay about £500. The same with my Nissan as well, which has got built-in satellite navigation, so I won't bother.
Your arrival time 11:20. Okay. You are still on the fastest route.
Okay, that's it for now. I might take a short video a bit later while driving. Thank you, and I'll try to fuse the videos together. This is just a quick video comparing the Nexus 7 video capability, GPS capability.
Take the exit, M62, then take the
comparing the Nexus 7 with the Samsung Galaxy Note, with the Tomtom, with the Toyota sat nav. As you can see, I've put in
after 1.2 miles,
Beach.
Take the exit, 32 left.
I've put Whitby Beach. The Tomtom has sensed it fine. My Nexus 7 has sensed it fine. The Samsung Galaxy Note has sensed it fine. But my Toyota is not even giving me the location. and if I need to upgrade it, that will probably cost me 500 pounds to upgrade it. The same with my older Nissan as well. If you see the advantages of Tomtom, the volume is great, but map updates are expensive. The screen is not as great as the Nexus 7 or the Samsung Galaxy Note. It's pretty dull, and you can't see things that well.
800 yards, take the exit, 32, then keep left. Take the exit, then keep left.
When you see, all of them are giving instructions pretty well. If you see complex junctions like the one that's coming up, you can see a lane directions on the Tomtom. You can see lane directions on the Nexus 7 and
after 400
on the Samsung Galaxy Note.
Then take the motorway.
If you see, the directions are pretty well shown visually on the Samsung Galaxy Note and
Left, A1, then take the motorway.
on the Nexus 7 as well, and on the Tomtom as well. Okay, so they're equally comparable as the direction efficiency, but you can see a lot more of the map on the Samsung Galaxy Note and on the Nexus 7. It's more visually pleasing. Advantages of Samsung Galaxy Note are it's got, apart from GPS navigation, it's got the Russian glonas system as well. It's very accurate, much more accurate than the Tomtom. I would say satellite lock is much quicker with the Samsung Galaxy Note compared to the Tomtom that I have here. Satellite lock is equally quick on the Nexus 7, although I don't know whether it has GLONASS support. The volume on the Tomtom is the best. The volume on the Samsung Galaxy Note is adequate. It's a bit lesser on the Nexus 7, but I'm sure I can tweak it.
Follow A1 for 11 miles.
On the Samsung Galaxy Note and the Nexus 7, both of which are on stock ROMs, not rooted, and on the latest software updates. This is an ice cream sandwich with the Note, and the Nexus 7 is on Jelly Bean. The Nexus 7 screen is not as bright, but I can still see it, but I don't know if you can see it that well on the video. Advantage of the Nexus 7 on top, apart from the Galaxy Note, is on top you've got additional menus which is not there on the ice cream sandwich. I don't know if this is a feature of Jelly Bean or just for the Nexus 7. I've got rerouting menu toggles on the top. I've got additional menus for layers, and I've got additional settings menus on the top, which I can access directly without going through the hardware buttons like I do need to do on the Samsung Galaxy Note. Okay. The best advantage of the Nexus 7 is the battery life. It's great. I can leave it without being plugged in. I've recently driven for about 4-hour journey just day before yesterday, and it lasted me all through the day for shooting videos, for surfing, for watching movies. I'll do another video how to watch movies on this live TV and everything. And I use it via Wi-Fi by tethering it to my Samsung Galaxy Note. The Samsung Galaxy Note is equally great, but it's not as big a screen, and the battery life is not as great as the Nexus 7. Although Samsung Galaxy Note has got among the best batteries for phones, but it's no comparison for the Nexus 7 battery. Obviously, the Nexus 7 does not have a mobile signal, so I don't know whether that, I'm sure that will make a difference for battery life as well. But for out and about use, the Nexus 7 beats the Samsung Galaxy Note hands down for battery life, for viewing videos, and just generally as well. But the Samsung Galaxy Note is a great phone as well. But even though both are 16 GB, the internal memory is partitioned for apps. There's only about 1.9 GB available for apps on the Samsung Galaxy Note, whereas you get the full 16 GB on the Nexus 7. I can easily put in 450 apps and it will work fine. whereas Samsung Galaxy Note will start creaking and with only about 190 apps. Presently, I've got about 1.5 GB of apps on the Samsung Galaxy Note. I've got about 10 GB of apps on the Nexus 7, and you can see it's working fine. I've got about 5 times apps on the Nexus 7 compared to the Samsung Galaxy Note, and it works fine. Occasional lags when you put so many apps. Okay, I'm using a 2.1 amp charger for the Samsung Galaxy Note. As you can see, I got it off Amazon for about £2. It's got a dual charger port. It's got a nice blue LED light, and the other one is a 1 amp charger. I'm using the 1 amp charger from it's a dual charger. 1 amp is going to my Note, and the 2 amp one is going to my Nexus 7. I'll do another video soon by using inverter plugs for my car, where I'll power a portable DVD drive and use that as a car entertainment system. I'll do it soon. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.